What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to this park build for Heavenly Hills. That's what I'm calling this theme park. This episode I had some issues, I'm not gonna lie. Right now I'm actually repairing an issue I had with the Disable Clearance Checks feature in OpenRCT2, where I accidentally deleted a pathway right next to the exit of one of my roller coasters. So my park rating actually went down to 0 at one point, because people were so unhappy because they were stuck in a 2-tile pathway next to one of my roller coasters and they couldn't get out, so people were wanting to leave, and it was a mess. So I had to go fix that, and then I actually lost some of the footage. So this roller coaster right here is called Aqua Chaser. I designed it, I built the whole thing, and then I accidentally deleted the footage of all of it. So you can see me sort of doing the finishing touches on the building. I might go back over that at some point. And then I just did some terraforming and put in some trees and scenery and stuff. Yeah, that's going to be a strong theme for this episode, is technical difficulties. I definitely messed it up quite a bit here. And right now I'm just sort of adding trees. Basically this episode is just kind of decorating this one roller coaster that I made. I added in some water, and I added in some different type of landscaping feature, whatever that's called, grass and dirt. And that's basically what I did this episode. I did a lot of terraforming this episode. So that's what I'm working with right now, as park-wise, as I zoom out. And now I'm going to start on a log flume that I made. So right now I wanted to make it like I wanted to build another waterfall, because I thought it was kind of bizarre that I just had that one waterfall at the front of the park, and then there's not a lot of water in the rest of the park. I thought that would be bizarre. So I ended up building another waterfall right here, and I wanted to build a ride around it. I thought a log flume would be a decent choice to do, and here's me struggling with terraforming again. As you can see, I'm not very good with the actual terrain editing in Rollercoaster Tycoon. I'm not gonna lie, it's a hard feature. It's not easy to do, to make a waterfall look natural in this game. I did my best. As you can see, I'm really struggling to figure it out. Like, it's one of those things where you can't lower something without lowering the entire mass. So eventually I sort of gave up. I was like, it's not gonna look perfect, but it still ended up looking okay, I think. That sidewall over there, that slanted sidewall, actually gave me a good opportunity to go in and out of it a few times with the log flume, so it actually ended up working okay. And the design ended up being pretty good. I think it had almost 6 excitement for a log flume. That's pretty good. And basically what I tried to do is I tried to add some supports to make it look a bit more natural. I tried to add in some tunnels and stuff like that. Ignore the iMessage. I accidentally clicked on iMessage. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I basically this part was just adding scenery in and trying to add in supports and just make this thing look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. That's all. This admittedly is not something. I don't think this is very realistic looking. I don't think you'd see this in a normal theme park, but I do think it is. It is cool to look at still. And this is just a wooden theme because it is a log flume and logs are wood. I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. And so basically this is gonna be it. Is just kind of decorating the log flume. And so this did take quite a while, if I'm honest, just trying to make this look the way that I wanted it to, and just trying to build and do this in a way that looked pretty. And also, if you guys have any building tips for me that you see that I'm not doing as well as I should, just let me know. The only thing I have is I've mentioned it before, but I can download custom scenery, but it does tend to crash my game sometimes when I use custom scenery. So any tips outside of that, I would love to hear it. I think I do a pretty good job with the base scenery that's in the game already, but there's always room for improvement. So as you can see, I'm just sort of adding. I wanted to add like a steel support. I feel like that's something that you would see, that like if there's a support for part of a ride that's up in the air, it would be made of steel. It wouldn't really be made of wood. Even though this is a wood-themed roller coaster, I wanted the walls and the roofs to be wood, but I thought the steel would kind of make more sense. Correct me. I mean, I might be wrong. I'll be honest. I'm not really a theme park expert. I say all of this, and I'm just completely full of shit, but leave down in the comments if I'm wrong, because, nobody watches these videos and nobody ever comments. So, just let me know. What's the tea with that? I can't believe I just fucking said that. Anyway, basically, this can be the end of this episode for the most part. Just adding in some foliage, and thank you guys for watching this episode, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks.